up a chair, let the crazy begin. Welcome to family and chaos. Yeah, welcome home. Ooh, home, yeah.
Think you have chaos in your life? This is the time for us to unpack it. My name is Boitumelo. I am your host. This is a podcast that gives you an opportunity to tell your story and be heard. I have a guest. Her name is Tehofato, but she'll introduce herself. Sis Teho, please introduce yourself to the people.
Okay, Tehofato, Sibia, married Kohamazibuko.
Okay. Can you just tell us background ya how o hula mo family structure e?
Okay. I will start Kahore. Wow. At the moment, I'm happy Hore. I'm able to talk about it without tears on my eyes.
Yeah.
It was a very hectic life. I never enjoyed childhood. I never enjoyed anything. I will say I'm 44 years old today, but still I still had turmoil in my life. It was up and down. So growing up, I grew up with three sisters. I'm the fourth one. And then okay, since it was so hectic, my mom had to work, laying my older sister and the second sister. So that sister, and at least she got an opportunity to go to school along with me. But then at the age of 7, that's where the whole turmoil happened. That's where my world became hell. I remember the first day that it happened, the guy, he just called me like an innocent girl. Like when he called me, like I went to him because I was like, okay, he's an older person. Like he doesn't mean any harm, and I couldn't even think of anything because I remember I was only 7
years.
So I couldn't even think of, okay, this person might harm me or might do something that will hurt me. And then he called me and then he held my hand. He gave me a chepi. I remember even the color of that chepi. It was yellow. And I remember that day as if it was like yesterday, as if it happened yesterday, but it happened like how many years ago? I can't even count how many years ago, but I was 7. But then I remember it like it was yesterday. And then he took me to his home, to his bedroom, and then he will make me squat. And then on my squatting, he will come just underneath me, and then he will rape me. At that time, I didn't know what was happening, but for some reason, my conscience knew that this is not right. This whatever that is happening right now is not right. But then I couldn't talk to anyone about it. I couldn't talk to my mom. I couldn't talk to my sisters. I couldn't talk to anyone about it. I just have to keep quiet about it. I had to live with it because now it was something that he was doing on a daily basis. And then until the time where my body couldn't take it anymore, and my spirit, I was tired, I was exhausted, I was depleted. I felt like, okay, now I just can't take this anymore. It's just too much for me. And then I will hide in the toilet. And then whilst my mom and my sisters are going to work and my other sisters going to school, then I will hide there until the teachers called my mom, and then they told her, I'm not coming to school. And then she was surprised because she saw me when I put on uniform and whatnot going to school. But then why is your teacher saying you don't go to school? And I will just say, okay, I'm very sorry, I'm gonna go to school, my friends this. I would just make excuses. And then I couldn't tell them what was happening. And then at the same time, I grew up with a lot of rejection. A lot of rejection from my mom. Rejection from my sisters. And then I will say rejection from the world. It felt like that. Because I didn't know what love was. I didn't get to be happy, be a girl and be happy. So it was something else. You can imagine being rejected by your grandmother from your paternal and your maternal. I remember, you know how those times and then there will be queues. And there will be people who are selling mayos, this and this and that. And then I will go with my grandmother from my maternal side. And then we were two. It was me and the other cousin of mine. And then she will buy mayo for her, but then she won't buy for me. And then at the same time, I'm like, okay, what the hell is happening? But I couldn't ask. I couldn't question. Why was this happening? I couldn't even tell my mom. I couldn't even ask her why is she doing that? And then same with my grandmother from my paternal mom. She was doing the same. And to a point where I hated her. I developed hatred now. I developed hatred. I never wanted to see her. I never wanted to see her. And I grew up killing a lot. And remember my grandmother from the paternal side, in a Govela, a serious one, with 27 initiates and understand there were a lot. And then now on the other hand, I this is my own thinking now, that God for some reason chose me when I was still in my mother's womb for some reason. Because I couldn't understand why was I like that at the age of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You know, like those ages. I will tell her initiates, what she's doing to you, it's wrong. You know, I will do that, and then they will go and tell her what I'm doing. Some of them, I will even take them and pray for them. And then she hated me for that. That tell her I'm taking money now.
Money out of her pocket.
Exactly, with what I'm doing. And then at the same time, I remember there was a day where she gave my father the traditional herbs and whatnot. And then when my father got home with them, it was like in 2 liters. I took them like,
ooh, you threw them out.
Oh, nah, like nobody's business. And then on top, like when I was done doing that, I climbed to the tree and I was like, God, up in that tree that where nobody wants me. Because I knew that when my dad comes back, it's gonna be something else. And then they kept looking, they couldn't find me. So I'm just trying to explain like the way I grew up. That's the way I grew up. For some reason, I will say that God was grooming me. God was preparing me.
For the future.
For the future, for something that is coming, something big that is coming my way. And I accepted. You know, like it was hard, it was difficult for me to accept the calling. Like that's why I've got so many tattoos like on my body. Because I thought if I'm gonna do tattoos, God will never call me again because I've got tattoos on my body. But it didn't stop him. He kept, he kept calling. And then until I was like, you know what? Let me just finish with this life that I'm living. and then try to concentrate now on the calling that God has called me. And then I found a church. I found a pastor who was receiving and who understood exactly what I was going through. And then I got baptized. Yeah, like I think I'm now touching on
Everything.
yeah. So I want where are you didn't get
No,
it right
I got
to
you,
go
but
back and then,
I wanted to ask, don't you think maybe because of your hatred for the Sangoma things, the ancestor things, maybe that's what made your grandmother to be like, this one, to act somehow, to act hateful to you? Don't you think maybe that influenced her actions?
yeah, that might be the reason why. But then at the same time, there was a secret that I didn't know, that my grandmother knew, and my mom knew, and my dad knew, and some of my sisters they knew that I'm not biologically ACB.
Okay.
I belong to a
certain family.
Exactly. So now that's why she kind of
she
hated
couldn't
me.
accept you.
Yeah, she couldn't accept me because she knew the truth. For some reason, they had to find out this one
It's not from us.
And remember, I'm the only one who came out with this color.
Oh, the color. Yeah, I know.
So when looking to my side of my biological dad, we've got that same color.
I get you.
Yeah.
I get you. So now, your mom never at least sat you down to say, Manaka, like, this is what is happening, this is why you are facing this. Like, even till today, no one has ever sat you down to at least give you...
No one.
So how did you find out the secret?
When did I find out? It was in 2024, right? I think it was 2024.
Yeah.
When did you remember the funeral?
Yeah, it was 2024.
2024.
Yeah.
2024. And then I think we were done doing the dishing pots and the cleaning pot and whatnot. And then one lady, I would say very brave.
One brave lady.
Yeah, I know she was very brave to call me and tell me, Khore, there is something that we need to tell you. And I was like, something that you need to tell me? What is that? And then she said to me, do you know, Khore, you are not a CBA? And I'm like, okay, what are you talking about? I'm not a CBA. Who am I? What am I? And she told me, before her mom passed on, she told them that they should tell me that I belong
to their family.
I'm not a CBA, but then
you belong the other side.
Exactly. So that's how I found out what actually, yeah. So that's how I found out.
Okay.
So
And
I think.
So when you found out now, how did you take it? Did you now confront your mom? What was the next step after you found out? Because I know I would be, I would be devastated, Shem. I don't want to die.
No, I didn't even confront her or anything. I just kept quiet and I just looked at her and I was like, okay, if that's how you you wanna play it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Mm.
Two can play the game.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm.
She's my mom, and
Yeah.
you know how older people are.
Yeah.
The minute you
Yeah.
start questioning that, she's
Mm.
thinking you are insulting her.
Mm.
But then you are not. The thing is, you just want to
want
know
who
the
you
truth.
are.
You want to
Mm.
know who you are.
Mm.
You know, at some point, some things can go wrong in your life.
Yeah.
I think it's because of they are not just going wrong.
Mm.
You know, just no.
Yeah.
They're just going wrong because
There's a certain
there's
part
this
of your
certain
life,
part of my
mm,
life
that you
that I
need
need to know about
Mm.
and know the you know, like knowing. Okay, let's say, let me give you an example.
Mm.
That my father had a child somewhere,
Mm.
ne?
Mm.
And then the child didn't know my father,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
Until my father passed on.
Mm.
And then that child now, he or she's struggling. Life
Yeah.
is so bad, it's so horrible.
Mm.
Wherever she touches J,
Mm.
things
It
breaks,
crushes.
it crushes, nothing is going right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Maybe it's because there was a ritual that they were supposed to be,
for
you know,
her.
like they were supposed to do
Mm.
for that child,
Yeah.
so that things would go right.
Mm.
But then now, Bona, they are taking it like, okay, now you just want to insult, you know,
The parents,
you
yeah.
want to insult the
Mm.
parent.
Mm.
But then at the same time, it wasn't like that. I don't want to
Yeah.
insult you.
Mm.
I'm just asking you. Let it be said. Let it be between me and you.
Mm.
Just tell me the truth at least.
Yeah.
Before you go, my dad
Mm.
left, and then he didn't tell me anything.
Yeah.
At least just tell me
Tell me
before you go.
leave as well.
Exactly.
Mm.
That Wanaka, this is the mistake that I did.
Mm.
And then you are that part of the mistake that I did.
Yeah. I hear you. I understand. But then, how do you think that affected you? Because I know that 2024 you were already married. You were already, you already had your own family.
Mm.
So how did that affect you? Like going forward with your family and everything, how did you go about that?
It affected me. Was it in
24?
eh?
23?
The year that the drug, my biological dad
Mm.
died.
Mm.
What year was it?
2001?
2001. Let me
Yeah.
tell you a secret.
2001.
Let me tell you what happened.
Mm.
That 2001.
Mm.
He passed on. Was it not on a Monday?
It was on the 8th of August. No, on Women's Day, 9 August.
9 August.
I think it was Monday.
Yeah,
Ne?
yeah.
You know, when he was going to die, ne?
Mm.
On my roof,
Mm.
go shapile something eo ka reng ke letlapa, like
Mm.
on the roof,
Mm.
and he came to me,
Mm.
sort of moditoro,
Yeah.
and he gave me 6 numbers. I didn't understand, and I was like, Mara, can't that much
Mm.
and
Why
then
you come to them so low?
Foroman.
Mm.
Why would he come to me and then talk to me?
Mm.
Even though he's not even talking to me, he's just giving me numbers.
Mm.
Why is he
Mm.
doing that? Because I'm not even his family. I'm nothing to him.
Yeah.
Why is he doing that?
Mm.
So, come and tell you that,
Mm.
these things,
Mm.
now I
Mm.
saw myself.
Yeah.
It's not a story.
Mm. Mm.
It happened.
Yeah.
He came.
Mm.
The day that he passed on, if I remember, it was on a Monday.
Mm.
And then after, when I woke up in the morning, I didn't even tell my mom what was
What
happening.
happened,
She
yeah.
called me. She took her phone and called me and told me, "You are Ntate Majeke utlhokofetse."
Mm.
You know.
Mm.
And then I didn't even tell her what happened. I
Mm.
kept quiet. I kept it to
Yeah.
myself.
Mm.
It's only now that I'm talking about it.
Mm.
But then I never did talk to her about it,
Mm.
because maybe for some reason my conscience was telling me something.
Something else.
Man,
Why? Mm.
wake up,
Mm.
try to pick up something, man.
Mm.
Something is just not right.
Yeah. Mm. I hear you. And then the number of the cases.
I didn't.
No, ke bolela le millionaire mo serious.
I'm not serious. I didn't, because remember, I was still, you know what, caught up in this thing.
Mm.
why would he come to me? And why would he give me numbers? And then you just dismissing that. I'm just gonna dismiss it.
I hear you. But then, so did you ever get a chance maybe to go now and
No, not really. I didn't. I think I went once, and then I found Elsie, and then that's the person that I
that you spoke to,
and communicated, and then okay, so this is the now the family, and I need to know who's who because I don't even know them. Remember, I left home at like 15, and then I didn't know who was who and what was what or was happening. I didn't know. So even now, which is which is now I think Corey,
that's
need
bad.
to really it's so bad.
That's bad. You were supposed to at least go back
and find out.
Yes. And how, but who?
Yes.
Yeah, but no problem. At least now we know.
Yeah.
Now we know. So we'll know how to navigate it from here.
Yeah.
So now, now you've just found out this whole secret that you just uncovered, right? Now I'm going back in time. You find out this whole secret, then you don't even follow up on it. You don't know how to. So till today, you've never had a conversation like with your mom. You've never. Don't you want to try though? Don't you want to try?
Knowing her, I think I'm okay. I just don't want to know. I think I'm fine with the fact that I know the truth.
You know the truth. Yeah.
I know where I belong. I know who I am. Then that's enough.
That's enough for you.
That's enough for me.
But are you open to giving the other family a chance to get to know you, to welcome you into their pack?
Definitely. I am.
Okay.
I am. I would love that because whether I like it or not, I am their family. I am their blood. Whether I like it or not, you know.
But that must have been hard though. Imagine finding out that you are. Just the next street.
That's when you were like, okay. They were very naughty. And then when they're telling us like, like Bona, they are so clean. And then you know what? You're so naughty. And they know. It's the other way around. They were the naughty ones. Because Rona, at least you can have 3 kids with an apple, cabbage, a carrot, but then at least they know their fathers. They know
their fathers. So
right?
That's one thing.
Yes.
They kept secrets.
They didn't get to hide anything. They didn't get to hide anything. So Bona, they were like hiding us, and then we, like getting to find out like the way I found out. It wasn't nice. I believe that she was supposed to call me as a mother and sit me down and say, Managa, this is the
situation.
This is the situation. This is how we are standing now. And then you need to know.
At least that will give you also an opportunity to
and
heal and a closure as well.
Yeah. I was going to be able to heal.
So I want to go back to 7 years old. I don't know if you're comfortable in that.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So I want to go back to the 7-year-old Tihu. This happening to you. You still didn't disclose it to your family and all. Are you now? Do they know about what happened to you 7 years old? 7 years.
No.
When you were 7 years
old.
old.
That I told.
You only told your husband.
And my kids.
Okay. The person that did that, is it somebody? Do I know the person?
Andrek. Can I get after the street?
Moshasha.
No.
Kadiaga. Hendrik Kadiaga.
I think he passed on.
Yeah. And that was too close to home, yeah. That was too close to home.
So
Yeah.
either way, whether I like it or not, I was supposed to pass there when I'm going to school, and then that's how he got
an opportunity.
to like, okay, oh, let me deal with it.
Okay, and you've never even confronted him.
No,
You just let it
you
go.
know what I was planning. My plan was to actually get a gun. That was my plan, and then go to his grave. Ne? Go to his grave and like shoot until all the rounds are finished.
Yeah.
Then I was gonna get closure. Like I was gonna get closure. That was the plan. That it's actually still the plan. That I think I'll be satisfied.
Yeah.
After doing that. If I can get a gun, trust me, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go to his grave. One of his family will show me his grave, and I'm gonna shoot until all the rounds are finished. And then I'm gonna get my closure. And I'm gonna heal.
But how do you think that? Because I know that's damage to your soul. That's damage to a lot of things in a woman. How do you think that built you into the woman that you are today? Did it have any effect? Because as you grow up, because I know that most of the survivors that survived rape, you either hate the opposite sex, you hate, or it becomes difficult for you to engage in any sexual activities and stuff. So how do you think that structured you into
it has damaged me. It has damaged me to a point where for me to sleep with my husband it was a hassle. It was a hassle. I couldn't even, like even when he touched me, I didn't even want him to touch me. I would just tell him, hey, Mutamudin, just stand and do your thing and finish. That's it.
Yeah.
And then let's, I didn't get to enjoy.
Yeah.
Until recently, where I found a partner and then that I really, really loved, and then I started just now.
Yeah.
Just recently that you know what, I'm starting to enjoy now. The intimacy.
Yeah.
It's when I'm like, you can imagine at the age of 44.
This age,
that's when you can. My husband didn't get to enjoy that. He went to his grave and he didn't get to enjoy his wife. And then somebody else took that from a young girl. I'm asking myself, how did he feel when he was doing that? Did he have an idea of what he is doing? Does he know the damage or the wound that he's opening inside of me? Does he know the depth of pain that he was causing me at that point in time? What was his conscience telling him?
Exactly. No, I hear you, and I understand the point where you want the gun. I would also need one if I were. I would need it when he's alive, even. So I can understand where you're coming from. Because it's deep. It's too deep. The pain is too deep, and I wouldn't even wish it on anyone. So now you left home, and you got okay, let's go into you finished, you left home, and then you went into your marriage, right? How was the marriage, your experience in marriage?
Never. Now I was married by a king. Like I was married by a king. I think most of the people go high, they knew. They knew, like I
oh yeah.
That's what that's soft when my husband was alive. I was a queen. Like I was a queen. I don't wanna lie. Like that man treated me like a queen. Like he was from Zimbabwe, but you wouldn't tell because of how he treated me. And remember, when he got married to me, I already had my firstborn.
Yeah.
But he made sure that that firstborn goes to a private school. Not it's not most actually most of men can't do that.
They don't do that. They only take care of their own.
Of their own. But then he made sure that he takes this one to a private school. And my daughter, she's what she is today because of that man.
Yeah, that's nice.
Ne?
That's nice.
Like she grew up to be this strong woman. She's a chartered accountant because of that man.
Yeah.
You know. And then even with me, remember when I left home because of the rejection, because of I'm not getting love and all that, I went to Joburg where I slept on the street. I had to eat on the street. I had to sell my body just because I needed.
You needed to survive.
I needed to survive. So for some reason, that I was supposed to do, whether I liked it or not.
It was your.
Because I
your
wanted
path.
to survive. It was my path.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I accepted. Because I told myself that if God didn't want this to happen, it was never going to happen.
Exactly.
So it means He wanted it to happen. As much as He did it with Job. Remember when the devil wanted Job, he went to God.
Yes.
And then he said to God, I need this.
Job.
Oh man, this one. I need him. And then God said to him, you can take everything that this guy has, but do not touch
His soul.
do not touch his soul. And still you will see he's still gonna be trustworthy.
Yeah.
And he did that. So it's like that with me. I accepted. And I said, Mudimu, if you didn't want me to be, you know what, to embark on this journey, I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't have chosen that for me. But it means that's a way of you preparing me to be a woman of that you wanted me to be.
Yes.
Or that I turned out to be. And I turned out to be a great mother to my kids. I turned out to be a wonderful mother to my kids. That we talk about anything and everything. We talk about boyfriends. I tell them about my boyfriend. They tell me about their boyfriends. We talk about everything and anything. You know, we're so open to each other. We are so open. And I love that. Like I love that. I tell myself that, like, I'm even grateful to my mother that she did what she did. I was not gonna be a great mother if my mother didn't do what she did. I wouldn't have known what is it
to do
to
and
be
what not to
exactly
do. True.
to be a mother. So now I know what it is to be a mother.
Yeah. No, I hear you 100%. So now, when I'm going front and back, but it's fine. So now, going back to the street, no? Going back to the street, how was that experience in jail for you? Because I know that you came from a home where there's a mom and a dad, and rejection obviously led you to the street. So from the street in jail, how did you cope?
Yeah, I wasn't coping. I wasn't coping at all.
Yeah.
But I loved the fact that I still loved God. Even when there was
You loved him even in the street.
I still loved him. Even when I was I was eating from a dustbin, I still loved God.
Yeah.
Even when men were changing me like underwears, but still I loved God.
Yeah.
You know when people, I remember there were 5 guys who were working Go Nando's. And then it was around 11. I think they were at 11, around 11ish. And then they asked me, like, Obatlang Mostarating, such a beautiful girl, Mostarating. What is it? Why Obatlang Mostarating? And then I told them my story. And then they said, oh, okay, no, you can come with us. We will at least help you with a place to sleep. And I got excited. I was happy. Oh, at least I'm gonna, I'm gonna bath and maybe have just a decent meal for once. But if I can tell you that when I got there, oh my God, it was hell. They changed. They were exchanging me one by one, until they, like, the whole 5 of them,
Mm-hmm.
they had a piece of cake with me. They had their bread buttered
Mm-hmm.
on both sides
Mm-hmm.
with me.
Mm-hmm.
So you can imagine.
I can imagine.
I had to sleep with how many men did I have to sleep with just for me to survive.
Mm.
But what I loved about it as well was that, like, now when I'm talking about it,
Mm.
there might be somebody who went through what I went through,
Yeah, true.
and then they still don't know how to cope
How to come out of it.
or how to come out or how to talk about it.
Mm.
But then Lina, before,
Mm.
I was crying when I was
Mm.
talking about it. I couldn't even talk about it. I was even feeling ashamed.
Mm.
But then at the same time, I was like, Mudimu, no, I'm not going to feel ashamed anymore. I'm not going to be in a closet forever.
Yeah.
For some reason, I have to come out
Mm.
and tell the truth and tell my truth and tell the whole world.
Mm.
Gore, this is what happened to me. But at least
Also-
I got out.
Also, I feel like the more you talk about it, the more you're taking your power back.
Exactly.
Because
And the
when
more
you
you
keep
heal.
things in, obviously it's you are robbing yourself of healing.
And it's
But the
taking
more you talk
toll
about
in your
it,
life, and then
yes.
you're getting you like you get sick often. I was
Yeah.
getting sick often because I couldn't talk about it.
Yeah.
So often I will get sick. I will have chest pain. I will have mild stroke. I will have
Mm.
depression, and that's because of I couldn't talk
You
about
couldn't
it.
talk about
It was
Mm.
like it was there inside of me,
Yeah.
and I had the grudges.
Mm.
I was holding.
Grudges, yes. Mm.
This one did this to this to me. This one did this. This one did that. This one did that. But then, for how
And
long?
it's valid. It's valid.
For how long?
Your feelings are valid, because Lena, I would feel the same way if I had to go through all of that simply because somebody chose to just hate me or show me rejection in that manner. But do you your anger, your everything that you felt, did you now face it to your parents, or did you just one day woke up and decided it's fine?
No, I just
I
said
forgive.
it's fine.
Mm.
I just said it's okay.
Mm.
Forgiving, I had to forgive for my own sanity.
Yeah.
I had to forgive so that I can just be able to live,
Mm.
you know.
Mm.
Because I didn't want to get sick,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
So I had to just forgive them
Mm.
and then move on with life.
Mm.
Because if I'm not gonna forgive them, I'm
Mm.
gonna have to relive that
Relive the whole thing. Yeah.
every day. So I
Mm.
didn't want that. For some reason, I was like,
Mm.
ooh, I didn't follow
Too
her. I
much.
shall not like anymore.
Mm.
You know,
Mm.
the cross that I carried,
Too heavy.
it was just too much, and it was too heavy for me.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm.
yeah. So
Did you ever maybe get any kind of emotional support? Any, like you to talk to a therapist?
from my husband, I did,
Mm.
and then until I got a job.
Mm.
And then getting a job, at least I had the privileges of having a medical aid
Mm.
where you will at least have a psychiatry
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then have a psychologist, have an
Mm.
occupational therapist.
Yeah.
That I'm still, even today, I'm still seeing them.
Mm.
Whenever I feel like, you know what, I feel
Yeah.
overwhelmed,
Mm.
then I'll just book an appointment and then go. And then when I get there, I talk and I cry like a baby, and I cry. But then by the minute I walk out of that place, I'm
You
healed.
feel
I'm
good.
fine. I'm like, I'm good. You know,
That's good.
it makes me feel good. Like I'm one person. I don't like okay, I love talking about my life, right?
Mm.
But not to a point where I'm gonna go deep into it.
Okay.
Most of the times I will go deep into it when I'm talking to my psychiatrist.
Mm.
That, you know what, this and this and this and this happened, and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
But then I couldn't tell the person who did that to
Who
me
did that to
that,
you?
you know what,
Mm.
I don't like what you
What
did.
you are doing? Yeah.
Oh, I don't like what you are doing to me. You know, you just keep quiet and look at them, and then you're like, you know what, you just don't know what you're doing.
Mm. And your husband, now you meet your husband, and because I know that if it's any Tom and Jerry, they would just be like very, because of your past, they would judge you from that, they would look at you differently from that. But how when you met him, how did you guys meet? Let me just
We met on the street, hey? We met on the street. I was just sitting in there on a pavement, and then there comes this guy. He's driving a BMW. Yeah, he's smelling nice. What to do? And then he asked me my name. He parked right in front of me and he asked me my name, and I'm telling him my name is Violet. And then he was like, "Oh, Violet. Oh, actually, it's a name of a flower. So you like flowers?" And I said, "Yeah, I do love flowers and all that." And then he said to me, "Do you mind if I take you out?" And I'm like, "Take me out? Can you see how I am? How are you gonna take me out?" And he said, "Don't care. I mean, I don't care. Don't worry about that. Can I take you out?" And on that day, he took me to his house. And when he took me to his house, I remember he ran a bath for me. It was my first time Kilotabaga bubble bath.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it was my first time. This thing in you know, and then I'm going to sleep on a bed that was something else.
Yeah.
I slept on a bed. I ate proper food that day. I remember he ordered pizza.
Yeah.
I ate proper food that day, and that's how he started treating me. From that day onward, he never wanted me out of his sight.
Yeah.
From that day, he never wanted me to get out of his sight until he married me, and then we had kids, and then until the day that he left me. But then my marriage was heaven.
And how did you take it when he passed on? How was that? Oh,
yeah, I was at the point where I feel like I'm losing my mind. I remember when they were burying my husband on a Friday thing. Remember on a Monday, Haga feel a pain. On a Tuesday, still I'm not feeling pain. Wednesday, I'm not feeling pain. Thursday, I'm not feeling pain. Friday, I'm not feeling pain. Still, I'm not eating anything. I'm not drinking. There is nothing that is sinking in. Or this is what wake up.
Yeah.
Nothing. And at the same time, I'm preparing my husband's burial. I'm the one who was preparing. I don't remember. I was like, ne? And then on a Friday afternoon, that's when I started feeling weak, and then I felt like collapsed. They took me to Eugene Marais Hospital, and then Saturday morning they came to fetch me. We went to bury him. After burying him, they took me back to hospital because I was still weak. I just couldn't. I was very, very weak.
Yeah.
And then when they took me out of hospital, that's when I said to them, "Can they please take me to his grave?" Because I couldn't see anything that day. Can they take me to his grave to see where he was buried? And then, I went crazy. And then they admitted me into a psychiatric hospital. I stayed in a psychiatric hospital for 21 days because I just couldn't cope.
I can imagine. Yeah, especially if you have that kind of history and he treated you that good. So I would imagine that you would be broken.
Yeah, I was.
And what about the kids? How did they take that?
I think my firstborn, right? She can't remember. What's her name?
She refused to address the issue.
She's strong.
Yeah.
She's one strong woman. Strong. She is so strong.
Yeah.
That's how she is.
And now, La Cuba though, are you guys
Now we are
coping
coping. I mean, it's been how many years now? 16. Yeah.
Oh, that's sure,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's been
no,
long. So
no, you
now
guys are fine now.
we coping. Though we are not fine because he's somebody that I
Yeah,
share.
somebody else you share everything with.
I share a bed with, and then he was somebody that I slept with and I shared a bed with for like 27 years.
That's
So
long.
you know,
That's long. That's
so
long.
yeah, you
You
can't
can't
forget.
forget somebody like that.
You can't. You can't.
can't at all. No, I understand you totally. And no, are you in a happy place? Could you love like in new relationships and stuff? No, sharp, no.
Yeah, no. Now I'm in a happy
Happy
place.
place.
The partner that I have now, he's very supportive.
Mm.
And you know what? One lady characters, it's
a
the husband. You know, there's something that I just remembered. When they said, they used to tell us, lenyalo is not for everyone.
Yeah.
Lenyalo lina le batho ba lona.
100%.
You know?
Yeah.
And then I believe myself that I'm one of those people that God chose me for lenyalo.
Yeah.
Because the current partner that I have who have the same, like the similar
same traits,
characters, you know, humor, everything. He's a man.
No, I think
Like
also, even God can see our struggles, guys, and then He sees this is where He left you, and you were happy in this place. So He sends somebody else to take over the job,
Exactly.
so that He makes sure right.
Exactly.
So it happens.
Yeah.
And now I'm for marriage. Wait, how about guys? At all. I'm all for that. I'm all for that. And so well, I think let's say maybe now there's a small child outside is going through something similar to what you went through. What would you advise them?
Oh, my advice is one. It's not over until God says it's over. It's not over until the one upstairs says it is over. And the second one, I'm that person now. And I don't care what you think. That's up to you. That's your baby to feed, not mine.
True.
What you are thinking of me, I cannot have I'm badly in any way. Yeah, how?
True.
Or like, how do you So if you're gonna be that person who's gonna care of what people are thinking of you, people are being judgmental upon you, people are saying this kind of things. Hey, as hey, mamang as ratane le matswantle, hey, as I got to drive a BMW, I got to drive an Audi, I got to have all the I lived a soft life, but then but then I got to live a soft life. And I did.
And
so
also love doesn't have borders.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't know any border. So anywhere you find yourself loved and you find yourself happy, go ahead.
Exactly. You go there.
Go ahead.
So my advice will be that to them, that do not, whatever people think of you, that's their baby to feed. When it's got nothing to do with you. You live your life, you wanna o tswela pele ka bophelo ba hao, and the one that I can give them that is so important, it's to pray each and every single day and ask God for strength, because ko pele o tlo kopana le batho ba bang ba di comments tse seng right, ba leng gore they will push you to the point ya gore you will want to break. But then if you can pray, when you wake up every day in the morning and say, Father, please give me strength, that's the best thing you can do for yourself, or you can do to yourself. So now I'm that person. I live my life, I pray, I chose God.
And that's the best decision. And I know you Vela from Khale Horesham. You've always been God's favorite. So, I don't know, in closing, do you maybe want to add anything, or is there anything that maybe you'd want us to talk about in closing? Or Shapo, do you want to share something? I don't know.
Nothing much. Yeah, it's just that. Yeah. What do we talk about? Yeah. I'm in a happy place. I'm in a happy place. I'm happy. Yeah.
That's what matters.
I'm happy.
That's what
I always
matters.
say, yeah, follow about TikTok, yeah, that motho ha se happy o mmana ka letlalo gore more there is something more, something is going on more, you know, le motho ba ratang ditaba tsa batho, you can tell ka face gore this one o setse ditaba tsa batho ka mo morago. So the minute o tlogela ditaba tsa batho, and you will see,
you focus on yourself.
Exactly, you will be a better person.
Okay, so guys, thank you so much for tuning, and keep subscribing, guys. Keep sharing, keep liking. Let's grow our channel. Thank you so much. I'm your host, Boitumelo. I'm signing out, and my guest here, Sase Vai Vai, Lena was signing out.